Have you ever felt the crushing weight of regret? Replaying your mistakes over and over until they consume you. I know that feeling. I'm Bekes, and my journey from the battlefields of war to the high-stakes corridors of diplomatic intelligence, from growing up under communism to building new life, has taught me a simple, brutal truth. Our harshest critic is not the world, it's the one staring back in the mirror. But here is what I want you to understand. Forgiving yourself is not a weakness, it's a strength. It's the moment you stop being a prisoner of your past and start shaping your future. And today, I want to take you on a journey of embracing imperfection, owning your choices, and breaking free from the battle within. To do so, you need to embrace imperfection. Why is that? Because we live in a world obsessed with perfection. Yes, we do. A world where social media showcases only flawless success. Never the struggles, never the scars. And in that world, it's easy to become our own worst enemy. We magnify our missteps, choosing the wrong path, staying in the wrong job, trusting the wrong people. But let me tell you something. I learned on the front lines of war, in secret negotiations, and through the hardest years of my life. Mistakes are not punishments. They are lessons etched into the very fabrics of who we are. You, me, everybody. I made mistakes that cost me so much. Some nearly cost me my life. I explained this in my book, Blood, Soccer, Soil, My Journey in the War. But every single of them carried a message, a chance to grow, a chance to become stronger, a chance to become wiser. The question is, are you willing to listen? Because after all, you need to own your choices. You take ownership of your choices. Forgiving yourself isn't about forgetting. It's about accepting responsibility without drowning in self-blame. How many times you self-blame yourself? I made choices that haunt me even today. And I blame myself so much. But I didn't have a choice. I'd done those choices believing they're best at the moment. Like the time I let my pride push away a valuable friend. I lost that connection. I loved that man. He was the best friend ever. And I felt the weight of this for years. But instead of punishing myself endlessly, I asked a different question. What did this teach me? That moment forced me to understand my own flaws, to face the parts of myself but I didn't want to see. And in war, intelligence, in life, knowing your weaknesses is what makes you truly powerful. I want you to remember this. When you know your weaknesses, you are truly powerful. To the history, many writers, many philosophers spoke about weaknesses. Do you think they just spoke about strengths? No. They need to know the weakness which they can convert into truly powerful strength. But accountability is not a chain. What is accountability? It's a stepping stone toward a better future. That's what it is. We are taught to bury our emotions. Me, I did. My father was an alpha male. To the moment he didn't dump me 1991 when the war started, my father who told me, you are the man, you have no emotions, men don't cry, and all these BS stories and how to be strong. And what he did, he dumped me. He left me alone in the beginning of the war. But we are taught to bury our emotions. We are, to be strong. But strength is not silence. Strength is facing what hurts. During the darkest day of war, under the really crushing weight of a repressive regime, I had to confront my deepest emotions. The guilt of putting my duty before family, the fear of making the wrong decisions, the weight of knowing that one wrong step could change everything, losing my own life. But I found a way to release those emotions through journaling, through self-reflection and through honestly facing my past. You need to face your past. And when I did that, I learned something that changed my life. Pain does not break you. Avoiding it does. So you need to face it, feel it, and then let it go. Because regret is a trap. It locks you in the past, endlessly replying, what if, why did I should have known better. How many times you ask yourself, what if I did differently? Why did I done this or that? Or maybe I should have known. I ask myself these questions so many times. Well, it's easy to be general after the battle, right? So own this. Don't feel regret. But what is the truth? The truth is you only had the knowledge you had at the time. Those choices weren't made in isolation. Think about it. What external pressures influenced your decisions? What circumstances shaped your actions? Were you facing act of survival, fear, or the best intentions? I remember a time when one risky decision nearly cost me everything. My career, my future, my reputation. So I'll tell you what that was. I hired the wrong person in my business. That person sold itself to me as the best thing ever happened on this planet Earth. And I was drawn into that conclusion. It almost cost me everything. My career, my future, my reputation, my business, everything. But when I stepped back and stripped away judgment, I saw the bigger picture. And with that perspective, I reclaimed my power back. That's how healing begins, by learning lessons from the past and moving forward. Learn from your mistakes and move forward. I carry scars, some visible, some hidden. I was wounded 3 times. They are not marks of failure. They are proof of survival. And so are yours. Every setback you faced, me, every mistake you made, and everybody around us, every regret you hold inside, it's all part of your story. And you, my friend, you have a choice. Will you let your past define you, or will you let it refine you? Your mistakes do not define you. Your response to them does. So I would like to ask you, what are you still punishing yourself for? What regrets do you still carry? Regrets that weigh you down, drowning you, that keep you from moving forward. So today I declare the day you let them go. Today you release yourself from self-imposed chains. Because mistakes are not life sentences. They are the building blocks of wisdom, resilience, and strength. So, my dear viewer, my listener, own your past. Learn from it and let it fuel your future. Because the battle within is the hardest of all. It is. I know. You know. But it's also the most rewarding. And when you choose forgiveness, you choose what? Freedom. And that is a victory worth celebrating. Now I want to hear from you. Have you forgiven yourself, or you're still at war within? Let's talk. Because today you take back your power. Thank you for watching Life the Battlefield. Feel free to subscribe, share, like, and comment. And let's go learn from each other.